All right, almost done talking about Young Guns 2 here. So I was talking about the special features for the movie, the Blu-ray of Young Guns 2. Um, so the real Doc was an aspiring poet. He was an aspiring poet. Doc Scurlock was. I think that was said by. They didn't put the name up for this person. It was either the writer or the director who said that. Okay, and then there's more interviews with the cast. Emilio says Billy was definitely not right in his head. There was something a little off about him. But he had a wonderful sense of loyalty and a sense of justice, even though it was swift. And then Lou Diamond says people shouldn't come into this film expecting to see Bambi. They're going to see a Western. Okay, so just like the first Young Guns movie, the ending to the sequel, Young Guns 2, the ending was sad because you see characters you might like or get comfortable with because you get to know them throughout the movie, and then they get killed. So that's really sad. Like especially like Doc Scurlock and Chavez, because you had already if you assuming you had watched the first Young Guns movie, they carried over from the first one, so you got to be even more comfortable with them as characters in the movie. So it's really sad when they die. Um, so there's definitely some historical inaccuracies in both Young Guns movies, which I already discussed previously. Um, so there's more, but I don't. I'm sure there's more, but other than the ones that I mentioned. Uh, okay, so but both uh, Young Guns movies were exciting to watch. I would be interested in seeing another movie about Billy the Kid, but told in a more accurate and realistic tone. To see another director's take on Billy the Kid's life. I did see online that there's a show called Billy the Kid. That might be good. So that would be interesting to see a different version of uh, the historical person, Billy the Kid. So I'd like to see that someday. I think there's another movie about Billy the Kid with Val Kilmer as Billy the Kid. I think I heard that a long time ago, but I've never seen it. So that would be interesting. I was surprised to hear there's plans on making a Young Guns 3. I am anticipating and very curious about what the writer would come up with for another Young Guns movie. Because Emilio's older, so well they could do more with the brushy Bill. I guess they would have to do more with the brushy Bill character because you can't make Emilio Estevez look younger unless you do like with computer generated stuff. Like they did that with they did that with one of the Star Wars movies with Carrie Fisher, I think. It looks a little weird though. It's like animated, like pretty much like an animated movie if you do that. I guess they can do it for like a couple scenes, but not the whole movie. That'd be weird. So it'd be interesting though to if they would say more about Brushy Bill, because like they did say there was like he went before the governor, but like how much more is there to tell? Can you get a whole movie out of that? Apparently, they said they were going to, because like I saw interviews with Emilio Estevez talking about it, and Lou Diamond Phillips was talking about it, and they even said like I thought they said that Lou Diamond Phillips would be coming back to the movie, and Christian Slater, I think. And I'm thinking, how are they going to bring them back? Like especially like Lou Diamond Phillips, he was shot and he went off and he died. That's what appears to have happened. Like they can do something with Brushy Bill Roberts, but how would they bring Lou Diamond Phillips back unless they brought him back as a different character? Because he's older, for one thing. And Christian Slayer, I suppose they could do something with him. Like he's older too, so how would they do that? But unless he also comes back as a different character, but they could do more with his character because they don't like show him getting his head cut off, which is horrible and awful. I guess they could do something there. So I'm not sure where they would be, what they would do with a Young Guns 3. And I think they even said that the movie was going to be called not Young Guns, but just Guns 3 alias Billy the Kid. So very, very curious about what they would do with a third movie. So not sure what else. I'm not sure what else can be said about Brushy Bill Roberts. I don't know. How did they get a whole nother movie out of that character? Unless they would have to flesh out the movie with like other characters. I don't know where they would go with that. Would the movie just be more about Brushy Bill trying to make people believe that he's Billy the Kid? I don't know, but I'll watch it if it ever gets made for sure. Definitely, I'd be interested in it. Yeah, that's an interesting mystery. Was Brushy Bill Roberts, was he really Billy the Kid? So hmm. If Pat Garrett didn't really shoot Billy the Kid, who was buried in Billy's grave? Wasn't there a body buried in Billy's grave? And I guess if they did do a third Young Guns movie, I guess there could be some kind of explanation as to, okay, so Pat Garrett didn't shoot Billy the Kid, then what happened? Like they could do a little scene with that. So I don't know anything else about because the when I found out about this possible Young Guns 3 movie being made. I found this out recently, but when I found out about it, it was already uh, old news. It was announced like a year ago. So very, very curious about that. Okay, I'm glad I did it. I finally finished talking about this movie, Young Guns 2. So I talked about Young Guns and Young Guns 2. Just in time, because it's 12:33 p.m. and it's time for breakfast. So up next, I'm planning on talking about my all-time favorite show, Doctor Who. So tune in for that.